Dave sold his couch for $200. Somehow, by the end of the day, he was almost $2,000 in the hole, and the couch was gone too. He was not robbed. Nobody broke in. He even has a message on his phone right now that says payment sent. So how is Dave the one who lost the money? Hold on to that question. The answer is going to change the way you sell anything online. Welcome to Money and Paint, where we take apart the tricks that drain real people's bank accounts in plain colors, so they never drain yours. Today, the Facebook Marketplace scam that hunts sellers. If you have ever stared at a message and thought, is this buyer a scam? This one is for you. It starts beautifully. Dave lists a couch, $200, a couple of photos. Within minutes, a reply. Friendly, polite, no haggling at all. He wants it, full price, and he wants to pay right now. Meet the buyer. Mr. Gray. Here is your first lesson, the one most sellers learn too late. When a stranger online accepts your full price instantly, never argues, and rushes to pay, that is not your lucky day. That is the bait. A real buyer pokes at the price, asks if it is still available, wants to see it in person. Mr. Gray skips every bit of that, because he was never buying a couch. He says he would rather not meet. He will pay electronically and send a courier to collect it. Clean, modern, convenient. And then his payment arrives, or it certainly looks like it does. Dave's phone lights up. Payment received, $2,000, with the right logo, the right colors, the right little check mark. Wait, $2,000? The couch was $200. You are already ahead of Dave here. You are thinking, that is far too much. Something is wrong. And you are right. But watch how Mr. Gray flips your suspicion into his weapon. A second message lands, fast, flustered, completely human. So sorry, he says. I typed the wrong amount and added an extra zero. Could you please just send the extra back? I am so embarrassed, and my courier is already on the way. Now Dave looks at his screen. He sees payment sent, $2,000. In his mind, that money is already his. So sending $1,800 back feels fair. It even feels kind. The poor guy made a typo. And maybe you would refuse. Maybe you would say, I will return it once it actually clears. So would Dave. But Mr. Gray has an answer ready for that too. There is always a reason it must be now. The courier is outside. The transfer will not finish until you send your part. Or this version, my company can only pay from a business account, so I added a little extra to cover the upgrade fee. Just forward that fee back and we are finished. It sounds like harmless paperwork. It is theft with a warm, apologetic voice. This is the overpayment scam, and it is the fake payment scam wearing a smile. Right about here, a second trick can slip in, so fast you would barely notice. To prove you are a real seller and not a robot, he says, I am sending a 6-digit code to your phone. Just read it back to me. Do not. That code proves nothing about him. That code is the key to your own account or your phone number, and reading it out loud hands it straight over. A real platform will never ask you to share a code with another person. Not once. But let us return to the money, because this is where everything turns. Dave, trusting the screen, sends $1,800 to Mr. Gray. He breathes out. Done. A good deed. Done. And now, the reveal. The answer to the question we have carried from the very first second. That payment Dave saw never actually landed in his bank. It was either a fake picture, an email, and a screen dressed up to look exactly like the real thing, or a payment pushed from a stolen, reversible source that gets yanked back within days. The confirmation looked perfect on his screen, and it was completely empty in his account. He never opened his real bank balance to check. He trusted the picture. So here is the cruel arithmetic. The $2,000 was never real. The $1,800 Dave sent back was painfully real, and it is gone. Mr. Gray disappeared the instant it cleared. And the courier? Quite often there genuinely is one, sent to take the couch before Dave understands what happened, so he loses the money and the furniture in the very same afternoon. He was never hacked. He was handed a confirmation, and the confirmation was the weapon. Now breathe, because this next part protects you, and it is simple. 3 rules. 1. Only money that is truly sitting inside your bank account is real. Not a screenshot, not an email, not a pop-up notification. Open your actual banking app and look. If it is not there, it did not happen. 2. And this is the whole episode in a single line. A real buyer pays you. A real buyer never needs you to send money back to them. The moment a person buying your item asks you to pay them anything, a refund, a fee, a difference, the deal itself is the scam. 3. For local sales, meet in a busy public place and take cash, or use the platform's own checkout and nothing else. And never read out a code that gets texted to you, not to confirm, not to verify, not for anybody. Now here is the part that should stay with you. In 2025, people lost about $2.1 billion to scams that began on social media, and Facebook was the single biggest platform where it happened. Marketplace fraud is rising fast. In surveys, most marketplace users say they have already run into a scam, and in the United Kingdom, one bank found that a large share of the listings it examined looked fraudulent. This is not some rare piece of bad luck. These marketplace scams for sellers are the water you swim in every time you post something for sale. So hold on to the one thing that would have saved Dave. A real buyer pays you. The second the person you are selling to asks you to send money to them, that is not a buyer. That is Mr. Gray. And from now on, you will see him coming. If this just saved you, do me one favor. Subscribe so the next scam can't catch you off guard. Stay sharp out there.